Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You know who I am. I'm the Arsenal manager, Route 1 FM. And of course, this is my Shouting for the Gunners retro database save, featuring the database from the Mad Scientist FM. Big shout out to him. And in this episode is a pivotal part of the season, because we are sitting in the Highbury boardroom at the minute, discussing possible transfers coming in and leaving the club. So there's a few names floating around here and talking with the board to see what money we have to spend. But the question is how well is this club doing? With no European football, can we attract the big names coming in? So the question is where are we in the league at the minute? So let's go and find out. And just to recap on the last video, we saw 3 games, which was a win against Southampton with goals from Alan Smith, Tony Adams, and yes, amazingly, John Jensen. That was an amazing moment for him to score his first Arsenal goal. Then a home game against Crystal Palace, which saw Kevin Campbell and Ray Party Parlour get on the score sheet. And then a Coca-Cola Cup 4th round game against Middlesbrough, which saw a whopping 5-0 result. Adams, Wright, Jensen, Keown and Merson getting on the score sheet. Now in this episode we're going to see a pivotal November and possibly an upset or two. We got Villa, Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday, Wimbledon and Everton all to come in the league. But where are we in the league? Yes, you see it there. We are 4th with 10 games played. We've got 7 wins, 2 draws, and that's still that single defeat against Manchester United puts us 4th place. But with a couple of games in hand on Liverpool and QPR, this is why November is pivotal, because we can get those games that we've got in hand and go above them. So the question is, how good is this Arsenal team so far? First up is a game against Aston Villa, and Ray Party Parlour, who's been on form, ends up scoring again. What a fantastic season he's having, and so too is Kevin Campbell. Campbell has been a revelation with his partnership with Wright up top. He bags in the second. But Dwight York and this Villa team caused a few problems, and Parker getting on the score sheet with the villains before they set York away to cause torment in the Arsenal defence, was allowed to play it around, and there is a finish there from Villa to make it 2-2. But youngster John Hartson picks up the winner here against Villa, but then also bags a penalty against Blackburn. Against Sheffield Wednesday, arch rivals in a way, Tony Adams puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0 before David Hurst broke behind Dixon and was able to slot past Seaman. Not a good game there for Dixon, but Merson again from the corner. Adams, little flick, another goal for Tony Adams, becoming an ever-present goal scorer at the minute. And then Merson sets up unlikely scorer Paul Davis. Yes, the man's been playing since the 80s, managed to get his first of the season. Up next was Wimbledon, and Kevin Campbell bags another goal. We like to see that, old players scoring all the time. And at 4, it was the winning goal basically, but Dean Holsworth ends up scoring for Wimbledon, and then Neil Ardley from a free kick past Seaman gives Arsenal another loss. Up against Everton next, and again Paul Davis gets on the score sheet before this one from Kevin Campbell. Little tap in there makes it a 2-0 victory. Well, there you have it, the end of November now, and 1 defeat in 5 games ain't too bad, to be honest. And with a tricky tricky December coming up. Games against Man City, QPR, Norwich, Newcastle, Leicester, Bolton should be entertaining. That's going to be a hell of a long month to go through. So that might be broke down in 2 videos. But after that, let's see where we are in the league. And where we are in the league is second. We've now got the game in hand against QPR. We're a point ahead of them, but Man United are still unbeaten. Norwich, Ipswich, Chelsea and West Ham occupy the relegation area. Matt has also sent me his face pack. You can see him down there. Faces from yesteryear in their original kits. They look amazing. Gives it a little bit of a flair. And of course, being an Arsenal fan, 93, 94, that is Ian Wright in the kit with the little logo there in the corner from the video. I believe I think that is still round my mum and dad's in the loft. I'm not too sure on that one, but I'd love to get hold of it and see if I can put it on DVD. But that's another story. This is now. And of course, December's coming. We've been in the boardroom, as I said. It's time to let you know that we have put in a bid and it's been accepted for a Dutch winger. Yes, we've got Glenn Helder coming in on loan, so he might be a very good backup, but we've also got, hopefully through the door, trying to work on it, Mark Overmars. Yes, the Dutch winger. He doesn't come to Arsenal until another 2 seasons in IRL, but we're getting him early. He's got fantastic potential. We're looking for a deal around about the 12.5 million, which will be my first big signing. I've also got other players that I'm looking at of yesteryear, of Arsenal's yesteryear. You can't have an Arsenal team without Dennis Bergkamp. We're trying to bring Bergkamp in from Italy. We're also looking at the likes of Vieira. We're looking Petit, Salvinio, players of this caliber before we can start looking into, and how I want to play the game, into the bigger names, the big people like Zidane's and Trezeguet's and everything like that, because I want them to see what I'm building here. We're also looking to get rid of a few players. We've got people like Steve Morrow, David Hillier. I just can't seem to fit him in the team at the minute. So make sure you join me for the December episode to see if I can get some of these players out the door, bring in the funds to see if I can bring in these world-class players. It's a bit harder when you haven't got European football, because a lot of these players need it. Without further ado, that's the end of this episode. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. We're on route to get 600 subscribers, and at the current moment I think I'm 12 subscribers short, so please hit that subscribe button. And no matter what you call it, football, soccer, football, just remember, we all love the game.